Hey guys, it's LilyAlecia. Welcome back to the channel. So we are doing my daughter's hair today. I went ahead and blow dried her hair on cool setting and we're gonna do it today. So you guys saw that she has a patch going on, but we're gonna make it look like there's no patch. So we're gonna be using this edge styling wax from African Pride. We're gonna use that to clean up the part and also slick her hair down. Again, making sure that we cover up the patch so that it looks like she doesn't have one. Okay, now my daughter, she pulls on her hair, especially the back part and the sides. I don't know why, but she likes to pull on it. Any type of hairstyle that I do, whether it's braids or whether it's something like this, she always pulls on it, so it causes it to break and just, you know, come out. So I'm trying to get her to stop, but we all know kids are going to do what they want to do, so there's no getting around that. So of course she's watching Shrek, trying to keep her still, making sure that she doesn't move so much while I do her hair. And yeah, it's working so far. You'll see a couple of clips where she will be a little fidgety, but we work through it. You guys will see at the end. All right, so just right now I'm just, you know, of course, slicking down the hair. Then I'm going to use the rubber bands to tie it up. And no, the rubber bands, you know, do not cause her hair to break. It's her pulling on the edges, because as you guys can see, the middle and the front part of her hair are nice and thick and full. It's literally just the perimeter of her hair. And as you guys can see, it doesn't even look like she has a patch. So here I was just doing like a quick little length check, and her hair is growing, so that's good. And so I'm just gonna go ahead and continue to slick down her hair, and I'll be back when it is time to twist it up. So what I'm doing here is I'm gonna do maybe like around 4 or 5 small twists in her natural hair, just because her natural hair is gonna be crocheted into the crocheted hair or the weave hair, so that her natural hair does not show. Okay, so I'm gonna do the whole head, and then I'll be back when it is time to crochet in the hair. Okay, and this is what my daughter is looking like. She is so cute. I have done the whole head. That is what the parts are looking like. They're kind of like a little star, and then just 2 at the back. Look at her, she's so cute. If you wanted to leave your child's hair this way, you can just add some beads, but I decided to make it a little bit longer, so that's what I will be doing. And so this is the hair that I will be using today. It is the free twist braid, the kinky twist in the color number 2, and it does have curly ends at the bottom. And look at her, she's just so excited that she's getting her hair done. Trust me, girl, I know the feeling, okay? Once you have a fresh braid down and your stylist comes out with the wig or the bundles, just pure excitement. Okay, so this is what the curly ends are looking like. Now I went ahead and did some beads. I applied some beads to the end, so the curly ends are not going to show, mainly because she looked like a palm tree, because these twists are so light, so they're not as heavy as I thought that they would be. So the braid itself needed some heaviness to it, so that's why I had to add the beads, and you will see that later on in the video. So this is how I'm going to be doing it. I'm not going to be crocheting the hair like on her natural hair. I'm going to be the natural twist. I'm going to be crocheting it around it so that the rubber band can be hidden, even though I am going to put bubbles. But I just wanted to do it around it, that way, you know, it's nice and not tight per se, but you know, it just looks better that way in my opinion. So that's what I'm doing. Of course, I am pushing the crochet needle through her natural hair. Then I am taking the crocheted hair or the weave, I am pulling it through, and then I am putting the needle again through the loop, and I'm taking the end of the weave hair and I am just pushing it through that loop to make a knot. I really hope that made sense to you all. It's easier to just watch it than me explaining it, honestly. And now this is what I mean by me taking her natural hair and crocheting it through the weave so that it can be hidden. That's why I did 4 or 5 small twists, so that they're not too thick, so that they're thin enough to go through the weave hair. So I went ahead and added the bubbles just so I can cover up those knots from when I crocheted the weave hair in. And of course we're going to add bubbles anyway because they're just so cute. So we had to go ahead and switch it up, switch up the setting. She's now in part of her high chair. She was getting really fidgety, really antsy, and we took a little break and then decided to go into the living room to finish off the hair. So I thought that the actual hair itself was going to be a little bit heavier, but it's sticking out a little bit. This is what I mean when she kind of looked like a palm tree, because it wasn't heavy enough. The hair is super light. So I had to go ahead and add some beads to the ends because she was not going to be looking like that. So goodbye to the curly ends. They looked so cute. I was so disappointed when it was sticking out. I tried to pat it down. I tried to tie it down, but it just wasn't happening. So this was the next day. I didn't want to stress her out a little bit, so went ahead and took a break. This is the next day. Changed her clothes. We're in new clothes now. So yeah, so these are the beads that I'm using. They match the bubbles perfectly, so I decided to use those. And if you guys noticed, I went ahead and took out some of those bubbles because it was just going to be too much with 2 or 3 bubbles and then the beads. So I just decided to go with 1 bubble each for each section so that I can add the beads. Okay, and I'm going to be using around 4 or 5 beads for each twist. I was so disappointed, y'all. You're not going to see the curly ends, but it's okay. The beads made it look so much better and so much cuter. So I'm just going to be applying the beads like this. I do have the, I don't even know what it's called, the bead applier or the bead tool, but I didn't really need to because the twist was so thin. I could just push the hair through the bead and then use the rubber band and just tie it up. So I just felt like it was easier that way. So I'm showing you all how I do it. It's pretty simple. And yeah. So it's a little playtime. I had to take a little break and play with my baby girl. She's so cute. You know, when you're dealing with these kids and doing their hair, you need to make sure you take breaks because they are not going to sit still. So just wanted to make her happy a little bit, but not for too long because it's time to get back to business. She was getting a little restless and she was irritating me a little bit. She was moving a little too much, so I had to give her something to play with because the TV was not enough. So I decided to give her one of her beads that I did not open yet. And she was fine. Then she just started playing with her own beads that was in her hair. So as long as she keeps still, then I'm fine with whatever. This is the finished look, y'all. She looks so cute. She's so excited that her hair is done. She's doing her little dance. She is super happy. Okay, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you like, comment, and also subscribe to my channel and turn your post notification bells on. And I'll see you guys in my next one. Always remember to stay beautiful.